Shalom, shalom. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rachak Kodash, Shanya Kabad, God Walla Rokwab, Zakwanyam Nawud. That's double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom, wa Barakim, la Bakarim, Shaya Sharala. And that's peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. So I'm on natural news. Every day I like to just check this out. Haven't done it in a few days, but, I found some interesting things. So this article says, first transgenderism, now trans age. Bizarre new claim is an LGBT license for scary old guys to rape little children. And the article goes into it very well. There's a few jokes in there as well because of how silly this actually is. But this is what this society has come down to. That's why America in the scriptures is referred to as the virgin daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great. You look that word Babylon up, it basically means land of confusion. And if this ain't confusion, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? The Lord is definitely coming back soon when you have crap that can go on like this. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm actually at work right now. It's very slow. So Lord willing, I actually want to read through this whole article. It's not too long. And then, Lord willing, I'll grab some scriptures. It says a 38-year-old pedophile who recently admitted to molesting 3 underage girls over the past 3 years is playing the gender identity card as a defense. Joseph Roman from Chicago has decided to self-identify as a trans age person. What the hell is that? Claiming that he's actually a 9-year-old trapped in an adult's body. You already know. I looked up this dude, Joseph Roman. It's very spiritual too. His name is Roman. And this is him right here. You already know it was an Edomite. You didn't even have to guess that. The most perverse, wicked, evil people on the planet right now. And of course we know, as a spiritual man, we understand this is his nature. But they come up with something that's trans age. You know what I mean? That's why the scriptures call the so-called white man a devil, meaning deceiver. This is the kind of crap that he thinks of. So of course, it's an Edomite, man. Edomite from Chicago. Joseph Roman, 38 of Chicago, claims he is a 9-year-old trapped in an adult's body. That was his excuse for being a pedophile and molesting these little girls. It says, according to reports, Roman was accused of committing repeated acts of sexual assault against the 3 girls, who range in age between 6 and 8. Roman was friends with these girls' families, and they reportedly trusted him to act as a surrogate parent in their absence until they found out what he was actually doing. And then it says a sick individual is said to have taken advantage of the girls while their parents, who at various times lived in his home, were out running errands or working. This went on for several years with several different families until the relatives of one of them decided to confront Roman. So, of course, someone confronts him and goes on and gives different accounts. I'm going to jump right here. It says, Roman would later confess to all of these crimes on video, prompting law enforcement to charge him with a Class X felony, the worst type of felony classification on the books, right behind first-degree murder. This is right around the time that Roman tried to claim that he didn't really commit pedophilia because of his trans age status. So he made up this word called trans age and tried to use it as an excuse for committing molestation, pedophilia. If the so-called white man isn't the devil, I don't know who is. None of this is all that surprising, of course, considering the fact that the LGBT mafia has been actively engaged in redefining gender for quite some time, all with the goal of making almost any behavior permissible. Because, of course, everything is LGBT, and then out of nowhere you have Q, queer, and then now you have, I think they're adding P on the end, pedophilia. And now from there, you all of a sudden have this dude talking about trans age. He's a grown ass man trapped in a 9-year-old body. Doesn't even make any sense. That's why the scriptures talk about putting a guy like this to death. And it's true. And we see it. In this case, Roman's self-identification as a 9-year-old boy is simply the logical progression of this gender confusion madness. You see? Gender confusion madness. Babylon, land of confusion. And then it goes on to say, if a biological man is allowed to identify as a woman and thus use a woman's restroom, then it only makes sense to allow young boys who are trapped in mature men's bodies to, do whatever young boys do. You see? And of course, they're saying that. They said that sentence in a sarcastic tone. You know what I mean? Never mind the fact that 9-year-old boys don't typically have sexual relations with 6-year-old girls. Right, common sense. Roman is actually the victim here, using liberal logic, as he's simply a misunderstood trans-age person who's being discriminated against. Now, if that isn't confusion, then I don't know what is. I'm going to read maybe 2 more paragraphs. It says, it could even be argued, based on the LGBT gender spectrum, peep this, that the courts charging Roman with the Class X felony represents discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or age. I mean, some things you just sit back and you laugh at because it just don't make any sense. But this, you actually get pissed off. This is the kind of system that we live in. These are the kind of things that you can get away with the laws in this world. That's why the scriptures tell you that the laws that were given to our forefathers were the matter of fact, I can't even quote it, man. I'm gonna just get that after I read this, man. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get it, Lord willing. It says that's where all of this is headed, by the way. Unless a gender insanity, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, one more paragraph. It says, no matter what the situation might be, getting what you want could be as simple as just declaring a new identity, gender, or age, according to the tenets of leftist gender dogma. Nobody has to be a criminal anymore. In other words, just self-identify as a non-criminal and voila. You know, that's the kind of system that we're living in. But I actually wanted, I'm gonna get that later. This is Philippians chapter 2, verse. We'll start right here, man. Get right into the scriptures. Philippians 2, verse 14. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. And the elect, the hopeful elect, with which we believe we are here at GMS, talking about the elders and apostles on down. The scriptures tell you that we are the light of this world, and through faith, we do our best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments that was supposed to make us shine and be brighter. That was our wisdom amongst the nations. That's the phrase I was looking for earlier. Not just the nation of Israel because you Negroes, Native American Indians, and Latinos are also wicked as well. And you're perverse just like the so-called white man. 2/3 of our people are going to go down with Babylon, with the other nations, with the wicked, with these Edomites. When the Lord destroys this place, man, for all of its wickedness and perverseness. But we're not supposed to take no part in that. We have faith in the Lord, which is why we rehearse these righteous acts. And we let our faces shine, man, in this perverse nation. In this perverse world, man. I'm going to grab 2 more. I'm going to try to do my best to keep this short and sweet. Like I said, I'm at work. Isaiah 19. Yeah. Isaiah 19, verse 14, man. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Honestly, man, I'm lost for words with the kind of wickedness that's going on nowadays, man. Just keep praying that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua comes back soon, because this truly vexes your spirit when you come across articles like this. I'm just skimming through, not knowing what I'm going to find. I read that title, man. I have to get right into it. The Spirit hopped on me to make this video, man. I'm going to get one more scripture. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 5. Yep. Behold, I have taught you statutes. And this is talking to you so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, and Latinos out there. The true Israelites according to the Bible. Every person on the planet right now has a biblical nationality. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for? I brought that out because, This world talks about how it's established under God. You know what I mean? On a dollar bill and everything like that. But at the end of the day, of course, we already know that this world doesn't partake in the law, statutes, and commandments according to the scriptures, because obviously none of this pedophilia and crap would be taking place, at least not running rampant like this. You wouldn't even have these so-called homosexuals out here running free. These people have an actual mental problem. That's why the scriptures say they should be put to death. And this person should be put to death. He shouldn't even have the opportunity to even make a claim as such, talking about trans age. What the hell is that? You shouldn't even have the opportunity to say something like that. You know what I mean? But that's why we have to come back to having faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And through having faith, we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our capabilities. Of course, it's a time and season for everything. You can't go around just, throwing rocks at a man like this and trying to put this man on fire and lynch him and do all these things. No, that's not wise. You're going to get put to jail. And then how profitable are you really in this ministry? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we look forward to a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see what I'm saying? And that new heavens and new earth is talking about a new rulership. We're praying that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai continues to show himself, and then eventually this year establishes his kingdom, where he'll rule in righteousness. And under him, the Israelites, starting with the elect, King David, 12 apostles, and 144,000 will be ruling in righteousness, man. That's what we're looking for. Crap like this vexes your spirit. It truly upsets you. You know what I mean? I don't have children, but I know brothers and different elders and, apostles maybe that do. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that our brothers have children in a place like this, it's truly disgusting, man. It's perverse, it's wicked, it's off, and it has to go. Nuclear fire has to hit this place, man, Lord willing, soon. So I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, Shanya Kabad, Gadawala Rokwab, Zakwanyam Nawa. That's double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom wa Barakim, Labakayim Shaya Sharala. That's peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom.